Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time for some Age of Mythology Retold, as this is the first year anniversary, actually, of the game. It came out exactly 1 year ago. I'm not particularly excited about this. I haven't been happy with the game, so we could have a longer conversation about that. Maybe I'll do a separate video piece about it. But long story short, it doesn't feel like my Age of Mythology, if you know what I mean. It is a remake, right? So it inherently feels foreign, and it's not particularly polished, which is probably my biggest issue with it. I'm very receptive to change. I'm not very receptive to slop, and I'm sorry to say, but Age of Mythology Retold is definitely in the second category when it comes to the fundamentals, at least. Like, there's a lot of great stuff about Retold, right? But you look at things like how the in-game menus are handled, and it's not very inviting or social. You look at the pathfinding, where you send an army out and there's a forest in the way, and now everybody stops and you can't control your units for a minute and they get murdered. Stuff like that. Or the fact that we don't have a proper spectator mode still after a year. So yeah, I could go on all day about this stuff, and I have done to the developers directly, but it seems to them it is more important to pump out DLCs rather than to address the fundamentals and work on unit responsiveness, pathing, all these nice things that the game needs in order to feel good. There's another aspect, which is that I play the deathmatch mode, right? So there's a lot of inputs, there's a lot of action, which means there's a lot higher likelihood for things to go wrong, as the game is constantly put under stress of maxed out armies from the very get-go. And that's definitely a tough situation to be in. There's the problem, however, that the deathmatch players don't like the game for the many reasons I listed, and probably more, which I'm not aware of. For many people, it just doesn't feel like the old game. This is the reason why I decided to try and make a little mod where we make it feel like the old game, at least a little bit more. So there's many things that were changed in this. Let's just take a quick look at my change log over there. I was doing this all night yesterday, and we already had a foundation, so I just did another layer on top. I did some baseline balancing in the past for my tournaments. By the way, we have another one coming up in October, so hope some people will join that. It's linked in the chat. But yeah, we've had some baseline balancing, so the foundations were already there. Deathmatch obviously requires some tweaks over the standard game mode, that's fine. What this does, though, is, well, you can see the goals. It is trying to increase the feelings of nostalgia, because Retold has changed so much that there is a set of people, which unfortunately happens to be the deathmatch community, which is small to begin with, but you layer the two together, it's a huge problem, right? So yeah, we have that problem there, that they don't feel nostalgic enough about the game because it's too different from what they know. Then the other one is snowballing. Snowballing is a huge issue in Deathmatch because you got, frankly, a 16 house limit at the very start, which used to be 10 in the original game. So the dynamics of the game mode, where you basically just build a full population army in under 2 minutes and then smash them together, but also try to get town centers at the same time, they don't work anymore, because now you have 180 something population just on one town center. You don't really need to expand and grab the map. You just plop down your buildings in a relatively safe spot, try to keep your villagers alive and spam. That's all it is now, and it's monotone. It's not very tactical, it's not very interesting. It used to be those things. There's always been an aspect of spam to deathmatch, sure, but you had to be very tactical and careful about it and methodical. And there was a lot of precision with the build orders. It's all gone. So one of the things we're gonna do in this mod is encourage free town center play. Basically just really reward people that, are consistently nicely executing their build orders and are able to grab that map control. And then they should be able to capitalize on that rather than get rolled, because, well, their villagers moved a little bit more, and now the other guy has a little bit more army because they just focused on that, right? It also reduces late game building spam. That was already in the previous versions. That's not that interesting. Reduced volatility of siege weapons so that it's not feeling so bad to have these static late game fights where nobody can really move because, well, the siege weapons take out the siege weapons, right? That was a problem already that the developers recognize, so maybe that is something they'll take on even more. I think the original game was better with this, but now they added in ballistics, right? So the siege weapons are highly capable of sniping each other, which is it's not ideal. It's not ideal. It doesn't feel like AoM, it feels more like an Age of Empires game. And I don't know, there's many aspects about Retold that actually feel more like an Age of Empires game than the old AoM did. Yeah, and then there's some minor balancing in there. So what are the changes exactly? We've got blind pick enabled in lobbies, which it basically makes custom games better because, well, you can't see the other guy's god in the menu, so you can't just switch back and forth and counter each other and be annoying little shits about it, right? I think that would be a really good feature to be in the game, regardless of modding or not. I think it should come default, to be honest. It's really nice. The fortress type building limit and the tower limit are absolutely nasty in Deathmatch, in team, standard games as well. I have no idea what they were thinking. This is like a pro-casual balancing move, which is, you know, fine. Obviously, people should be able to enjoy this, but then make it a toggle. You don't have to put it into ranked and competitive and then get these watering hole games with maxed out building limits where nobody can really move and the siege weapons just snipe each other. That is not fun gameplay. We generally try to not play watering hole or marsh deathmatch games because of that. It's fine on the mod now, and, you know, with the recent siege buffs, I guess you can take down buildings as they're being built, so it's not that bad, but if it really does get to that point, yikes. So yeah, the game is just more dynamic with the good old limits, right? We do have some more population still in this mod than there was in the original game, though. Like the house limit being 12 instead of 10 is, I think, still valid and doable. It makes the game a little bit more action-packed. There's a little more stuff that you get, and the armies don't look so tiny. But 16 was way too much. It just snowballs the game. People win in 5 minutes. You guys can watch the previous deathmatch tournament. We cannot have that. So a deathmatch focused mode, I think, has to have a lower house limit. And I would love, actually, for the core game to adopt this change, because we're barely reducing the total population. You see the fortified town centers gain a buff here, where they give just 5 more population space each. And in the end, you get, what, 210 population instead of 235 at free TC versus free TC. So that makes for a really nice late game there, in my opinion. We also make them a little bit stronger, which, you know, you can roll that into fortified town centers. You can roll that into an H4 upgrade. I don't care. In the end game, I think it's nice for the town centers to be a little beefier, withstand a little bit of pressure. It's just so weird that the siege weapons were buffed so significantly and this got left alone, whereas the fortresses got given like double health. So it's so weird. I don't know. I think the town center should be a bastion. I think they should be difficult to take down, at least in the late game. So maybe an upgrade is missing there for standard. I don't know. But in deathmatch, I think this number is going to be about right. There is more population, so it's easier to take them down. It's illogical for them to be weaker than they were in the original game. I don't understand why it must be swung so much in balancing. Yeah, another factor. The starting favor on deathmatch is set super high in Retold. Like at launch, I think it was some 250 or 300, some craziness, but now it's been 200. The problem with that is that people are able to make a ridiculous amount of myth units. This is especially a problem with Loki or Freyr, who get hell and therefore can make like a ton of bonky boys, right? Mountain giants or fire giants. It could be either of those. And it's just absolutely overwhelming if you don't see it coming, if you're not there on the spot to defend your base. In the middle of a fight, it can be problematic too. We've got also the... Oh, I should probably zoom in a little more, right? That probably helps stream viewers. We've also got the God Power cooldowns, right? They are so back-to-back to God Powers. Oh my goodness. That's actually a really crazy aspect about Retold's Deathmatch, that you get these back-to-back super powerful God Powers. They're way better than they ever used to be in the original game, and they come back and they're dirt cheap. So I think the coming back aspect is reasonable to target because they're not, okay, not dirt cheap, right? But they're cheap. They're cheap. They're definitely in the affordable category when it comes to recast, especially in Deathmatch, which increases the favor income and used to start with that ridiculous 200 amount. So yeah, it was definitely a problem. Back-to-back flaming weapons, no problem. Especially because flaming weapons happens to be one of those powers that makes you gain more favor in the process as you kill more stuff. So yeah, more of that. And then we are nerfing engineers so that bases, especially the town centers, can withstand a little bit of a beating, so that there's not so much snowballing in the beginning. And also, actually, engineers in the original game, the ranged ranged siege weapons, they used to get a smaller boost. I think it was 1.3x compared to the 1.5x that the melee siege weapons got. And in Retold, both of them get 1.5x. So, like, the balancing is a little off there, a little skewed towards the ranged weapons, I would say. Not that something like Helipolis is bad, but that gets the ranged bonus in the old game, right? So it's like way better here. Not spawning the relics that don't affect Deathmatch is a very important part of this. And then advanced fortifications, so that they don't absolutely ruin your human units and they're still interesting. That buff is reduced as well to plus 30% instead of plus 50. Then the Atlantis obviously have the manner limit thing. Oh my god, the hero conversion time. It is so annoying. Why would they... I understand why they do this mechanic. It's so that you can't just instantly turn your your units into heroes mid-fight, so that you have to prepare a little bit. But it does not feel good to use. It's like, it's fair to fight against it like this, but it's not fun to use, whereas in the original, it was very empowering. It was very Atlantean to have that power. And they've taken it away, and now it just feels bad. Sometimes I think you gotta balance an imbalance by giving the other factions a strength, not by taking away the strength. So identity is important, I think, in these strategy games. And it's okay for a civilization to shine. Welcome to Soul in the chat. Right, then putting back things like the counter-cavalry units doing bonus damage against siege, of course. Small tweaks where the citizens get a little bit wrecked, got a little bit more health. Empyrean speed also makes infantry attack faster, so Oranos will be a little bit more performant. Small changes to god powers here, just some cost tweaks, not very interesting. But some god powers we do, I think, want to talk about, like Hesperides Tree. Giving you extra Dryad access is, I think, actually pretty important in Retold. That is not something that the original game really did. You had just a global limit, and you know, they blocked god powers, so they gave you a little bit of shielding with that. But here they increase your total population indirectly if you make the Dryads, because they don't cost any population. So if you get more and more Hesperides trees, it can very quickly go out of control, and the fact that there's no recast cost for the initial second cast is a huge issue. So yeah, we're tweaking that a little bit so that the third one and the fourth one are a little bit harder to afford. Because yeah, in unpatched DM, you just make 3 trees and then you have 15 Dryads running around regenerating. It's nasty. Lance of Stone. That used to be a really cool technology that turned Contarious heroes into anti-building units. they deleted it in order to give them a super boring plus 10% damage. I sleep. Why take away identity? This is just one of those things. It was really strong. People used it a lot in team games, and the super mobile unit annoyed people, right? Of course it did. It's strong. But once again, let the civilization have its identity. Take away a little speed, for God's sake, not kill the entire idea. And this is why one of the reasons I don't like Retold. There's a lot of stuff that's getting killed off because people hated it, and there's a lot of other stuff that they're introducing that is just completely bonkers, like the cheap recastable god powers, like I don't know, crazy special abilities that don't make sense, like Atlantean hero, sorry, not Atlantean, Chinese heroes that are basically pay to win DLC. You know, it's double standards. We've got the Fire Siphon, Crush Armor reduced, as we talked about the Siege vs. Siege before. These ranged boys really need to be reined in a little bit compared to the low health melee ones, in my opinion. Especially giving the melee guys some counter opportunities. You know, these guys are easier to protect than the melee ones, so gotta be reasonable. Soul Gaming will start momentarily. I'm just going through the changes real quick for you guys. China will mostly skip. Just some key points there. Tartarian Gate. Okay, that's one of those instances of reverse power creep, right? Like it was actually not that good in the early patches of Retold, and then they gave it a little bit of health, so it's harder to destroy, which is fine. But then you know, we've got things like the recasts, which for other powers are 350. So the Tartarian Gate, even though it's weaker than, let's say, Vortex, it's still gonna cost 350, but Vortex gets an exception. and like, you can have a second cast for free, and then the third cast is essentially 25 favor or something like that. Meanwhile, an Implode will be 350, but it does blow up an entire army, right? So that's fair. Vortex is basically free, and then Tartarian Gate costs also 350, even though it has much lower impact than both of those powers. So I just don't understand why they're sticking with that 350 like it's a magic number. It needs to be less because it's a worse god power, or they can make it extremely strong and probably break it on the first cast instead of just making you able to put down more of them. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Oh, no, this is the cool thing. The Argus Acid ability, I gave it an insta-kill, essentially, by making the ability's poison damage go up to 200 per second. That's divine damage, so it will melt anything, right? It's just how it is. But it's only single target. It still leaves the little puddle behind, and that does explode. So you can take that like an archer ball if they sit in it, but any good player should just walk out of that. But yeah, basically it will be able to kill a Colossus, a War Elephant, whatever. One shot, one kill. This is the classic Argus design, and I think many people will be super happy that that's back. You have to actually snipe that thing. Alright, for Chinese, well, we've talked about enough in the tournaments, I think, but we've got things like the Pioneer limit getting introduced so that they can't just spew their little lanterns everywhere. If you have 30 of them and they constantly replenish their little lanterns in the late game, it's very difficult to stop. So yeah, I think we had to do something there. Then Creation is a god power that just completely breaks Deathmatch. You basically summon a ridiculous 12 clay peasants as soon as you reach Mythic, and then you quickly build a town center. It's completely bonkers. It needs to be lower than that in the Mythic Age, and probably the Heroic Age as well. I think this god power is just completely broken for Deathmatch specifically, which is probably one of the reinforcing aspects of why we need a separate patch, because maybe in Standard it's not that bad, but in DM it completely breaks the game in the early phases. And then the recast is cheap, so you just get to do it again. It's nasty. Alright, we've got the... There's another god power like... Oh, the sages. We should talk about the sages. So in their situation, they copy an enemy myth unit and stun it. So basically you can't play myth units against China. It's nuts. How can they make such a unit? It's pay to win. And it's anti-fun. So if the Contarious heroes against buildings were anti-fun, then why would you shut down everyone's access to myth units with the Sage? It makes so little sense. I think their ability is just absolutely ridiculous. A stun alone would be already really good, but they also copy the enemy myth unit. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, but that's not the crazy hero, in fact. The crazy heroes are these guys, the Mythic Age ones, or not Shenong, Fushi's case it's Neza, right? These guys don't cost a whole lot of population, especially Neza is free of population, even though it's an absolute giga unit. And, you know, you get this situation where you just got this superhero, Super Saiyan running around and sniping everything. I don't know. It's really broken for the late game, definitely. Can the Civ be nerfed 30 times like this? Actually, China did need it. Yes, we tested this in tournaments and they're doing just fine. In fact, they're probably still scary with all that. The only thing that reliably counters China in Deathmatch is, in fact, Norse. You basically make pure infantry, that is Berserks and Huskar. You go flaming weapons and you face melt them. And then you run around with a pack of wolves as well. Fimbulwinter to help them out a little bit. That is pretty tough for China to handle because they don't actually get an anti-infantry unit, which is once again a really weird decision, or at least not a proper hard counter, right? They do get the archers, but I mean, you know, that's the hard thing for China. Everything else, they probably are still dominant, and it was really bad when they got launched. It was so bad that everybody quit the game, and then I started making these patches because we couldn't not do it anymore. So that's where that came from. Okay, going to Egyptians. Just some light changes here, really. Moving the priest back to having pierce damage against myth units, and then you know, buffing that a little bit, but then taking away their divine damage against myth units, and then later, if you happen to go for the ancestor's god, what's she called again? Nephthys. If you go for her, you get your +1 divine damage versus myth units, and you get the multiplier increase, and you get a hero regeneration, which also affects the Son of Osiris. Now that should be probably the first time ever where in Deathmatch you're gonna want to go for this god. We've had this huge set of attempts in the past, in the original game even, where we tried to make this work, but we never got this far because we didn't have divine damage, right? We did have a regenerating Son of Osiris, but we didn't have God Power recasting. So now that you have the possibility of multiple regenerating Son of Osiris, now that is a power fantasy there. Fire Archers are hard counter. Dude, have you run Fire Archers against Huskar? They do not work. They do not work. They get melted, and they're immobile, so you run a bunch of wolves around into the economy, and you run into these guys in a very decisive flaming weapons battle. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Anyway, moving on. We've got the rock drops back, obviously, so you don't have to land them. They lose a lot of hit points. They're very slow, very fragile unit that's also expensive with 20 favor, but they can perform the hot pickups. Just like a transport ship, you know, doesn't have to physically dock to a dock. The rock is just able to float. You just pick up, drop down, and you can do a little bit of micro with that. You can even transport catapults, and without landing, you can siege. Just like in the old game, it makes for some really exciting play. The mercenaries no longer decay health. That's some big change, just like in the old game again. So lots of nostalgia for the Egyptian players. And the mummy ability is back to one-shotting. So it basically does that same thing as the Argus, what I said about that. They do the heavy poison over time. So it basically kills any unit. And then a small buff for the Phoenix Eggs and the Avengers, of course, to keep them in line. But yeah, with the weaker priests together with the mummies, that should make for a good combination. Or you just go for the strong priests, or you just go for the mummies. But probably not a mix of neither. That's probably not going to be as good. Then again, a lot of Phoenix can do a lot of work. Then for the Greek, we obviously nerfing Pestilence because it shuts down Deathmatch early game. There's too many buildings, too easy to hit them all. Ceasefire, making Ceasefire great again with a 60-second duration, but a greater recast cost, a greater cost escalation, so you can't just repeatedly do it. Sure, you will absolutely shut down that first flaming weapons, frost, whatever. All these god powers are toast the first time. The second time, you're gonna be late because the cooldown is longer than these god powers. The third time, you're gonna pay almost equal amounts, and you know you're still gonna be late, so timing has to line up. But what it does allow you to do is steal a town center with a realistic number of villagers, right? With 30 seconds, you kind of can't do that. With 60 seconds, you can do an underworld, very rapidly destroy a town center and grab it for yourself, securing it with ceasefire. Then use the extra population to continue pushing, and with the town center change together, it synergizes because you get a whole lot more units here than you would without the mod. Yeah, Underworld Passage can now be repaired. One of the most epic games that I've ever watched was when I was learning the game back in the original Age of Mythology, a deathmatch game. It was Oasis, and this guy, Prophet, I think, did a massive underworld to the other side of the map. I forgot who was playing against. Was it Ekin? Maybe. Anyway, they both underworlded each other. They basically swapped sides. And they rebuilt. The underworlds stayed alive forever. It was like a 1-hour siege war, just keeping the underworlds in each other's bases alive. It was super cool. I think we gotta get back to that. It's just too unique to take away like that just because it's strong. You know, you have strong siege weapons in Retold, you have a bigger army, it should be manageable. And you have stronger god powers, most importantly. What else can we mention here? The special units, of course. Hetyros, Myrmidons, Gastrophederos. The original game allowed you to make them in military academies, stables, archery ranges, you know, each the respective one. That's gone in Retold, and it does not feel good. It does not feel good. The Hetyros also lost its identity as it was turned into just a super Hippicon, Hippeus, instead of remaining an anti-building weapon, even though the buildings got changed in a way that does allow for sieging cavalry. It doesn't make sense. Somebody messed up there. Somebody must have given an order from above and didn't care about the exact circumstances that are ongoing in the game. The old Hetyros design does work, and we can show that. If it works in Deathmatch, it works in Standard. You can trust that. At the very least, it will work with the bronze timing. That's the minimum. But Poseidon has the super path, so... And they regenerate now. It's going to be better than ever. Gastrophederos. Why is that interesting? Well, you don't necessarily want to have a lot of them, right? But if you can open the game and have just one archery range in Deathmatch, right? In the side. And then you make like 1 or 2 of them. Only to poke a town center and fully reset it. With just a bunch of shots. It doesn't take long. It takes them maybe 10 seconds. So if you're not prepared, if you don't scout, this is unique gameplay that Hades lost. You can't do that. You just have to build in your base just like Poseidon, just like Zeus. It's boring. Why do we take away identities from these gods? Obviously, Myrmidons might be a bit oppressive, considering that you just get to make them everywhere and they have divine damage. That might be much. We can nerf them if that's the case. Polyphemus also gets a little bit of crush damage and a much stronger smash ability. But the outer area of the smash will be much weaker. So like it's a really good single target. It still knocks back the others around, but it doesn't deal a lot of damage. So it's just 0.1x damage, 10% to every non-main target. But the main target, if it's a myth unit that isn't like a Colossus, it will probably die. So that's, I think, interesting. A bit of a nerf for Medusa so that they don't just outrange buildings. At least they get to shoot back. And it needs to be one more population because it's just way too strong once massed. And for Norse, we don't have actually that many interesting things. I think Norse is the civ they did the best in Retold because they kind of kept their identity in a lot of ways. They just gave them one more building and one more core unit to use, the Godi. And that's fine, you know, I think that's fine. They did a really smashing job with the Norse. I don't understand why the other civs had to be that differentiated. But with the Norse, I've been relatively happy personally. They only messed up one thing very big time. It's the Fenris Wolves. So they made them 2 population and absolutely cracked in terms of stats. Like, I know in standard people don't get them. And I understand why, because they just don't have the favor. Well, we do, because we have absolutely insane fighting in Deathmatch going on. So you're swimming in favor, and you're gonna be pumping out those wolves. And they're dirt cheap in terms of population as well, just like any unit. Yeah, and the Herdman, that's not a poor unit, to be fair. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so these guys are just so cracked, and they're so fast, and they're so everything. At the very, very least, they need to be more limited in numbers. That's what we did, and they might be too strong. I also took away a little bit of Berserker Gang's potential. That's the one that makes the Berserks self-heal. Right, so that's an important change because China has been getting stomped by Norse. I mentioned that earlier. Other than that, I think Norse are in a good spot, and these are just the tiniest ever balance tweaks that don't matter too much. Shall we play some games? I've introed that sufficiently now. Now, this is not gonna fix my complaints about, you know, the polishedness of AoM or anything like that. But it should make the game feel a little bit more like old times. That's what I'm hoping for. Especially that aspect about Deathmatch not having a ridiculous flood in the first 3 minutes. So that's really the thing that I think turns people off, that you just lose in 5 minutes and you don't have a chance. Where is Legend? Hector! Bring him. Not even 5. Right, I mean, there were definitely cases where it was less than 5. Some of the tournaments just a month ago had that issue. It's ridiculous. We can't have that. We can't have that. Deathmatch games are supposed to have about the same average duration as standard games. Hey Nito, yes, there will be another tournament. It's pinned in the chat, alongside the Deathmatch patch notes that I just went through. Do sign up. It will be great to have you. Everyone sign up, please. Alright guys, pick me a god. Leg plus end. The foot of the community. What's my god, guys? Every review game is 3 minutes exactly. Alright, Zeus. Zeus! Oh, we probably wanna just pick a normal map. Like, Blue Lagoon is normal-ish. I would say. I'll do Oranos after. Might need a reminder about it, but I'll try to remember. We'll do at least one of every civ, but if we have time, we'll do one of every god. Let's see. There's the house limit. The next villager can just be the second house builder. I think here we do want to get that back TC. He's ISIS. We're not going to get the back TC. We're staying here. Of course he's ISIS. Let's go Athena. So he's probably gonna mercenary rush us with those lifespan mercenaries, right? So we're gonna prepare for that with a little box of ours here. We will have Medusa spam indeed, but we'll have to be careful with those mummies. And we can also get myrmidons quite easily. Using the will. Alright, we're gonna build a fortress right over on that gold mine. Ay! Run! Oh, these weak villagers. Also start another over there. Let's head up. See if we can do a little bit of a counter raid. Here you can shut down that TC, I would say. Maybe get a bolt on that pharaoh to slow things down. Pharaoh, of course. Okay. They're here. Oh my god, get me in there. Oh, we lost 2 villagers. That's not the best, it's not the worst. We'll need to back off here. And we're gonna get out some Hippaspists. Oh, the chariots are already in the back of my base. This isn't good. I'm gonna send Valarfin back to work on this job. And the sneaky villager we sent out to build also went down. This is not great at all. We've got some more over here though. We'll be fine. Why is everybody idling? Population is not looking so hot. Let's make more of those. Okay, we cleaned up very good. Let's hunt down the catapults. Oh, they're both of them. And this Medusa's in great shape. We do need, however, praying villagers. And we might want to wall off this. Send the Larfin to do the job. Oh, you guys get in here, please. Everyone petrify the mummy if we can. The Larfin just snipes the bills, and we should be golden here. That catapult still has some pretty nasty damage. I think most of the bills are toast. The catapults are going down. We're gonna add in some myrmidons, and I think the Medusa can go now. Winning the fight pretty handsomely. Just like Chat. Chat's pretty handsome too. Alright, we're gonna want this bottom area. I can see he's taking the TC up front. We're not gonna allow that, but hey, so far, so good. Let's gather. Do we need to go? Not yet. This is not urgent. Let's just build a fortress over here. And YOLO. What? My archers? That didn't work. PC was nearly done there, so very frustrating for him to lose that. Technically could underworld over if I wanted to. But we're not in a rush. This might complete if we let it, so I want to be a little careful there. Right, we probably want to help here. Lightning Storm isn't too far off. We're getting caught here. That was the best timing for that fortress. Let's just build more. This TC may or may not go up. We have patrol velocity, so we can handle it, I think. And Bellerophon can, of course, just go after villagers as his best use, to be honest. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You go. You go, boy. One thing I notice immediately is I have to care so much more about my favor levels. Like, I make myth units every now and then. Not a lot. Okay, that fortress isn't getting built, is it? It's kinda got stuff in the way. Buildings are still going down relatively quickly. One thing we did mess up is I didn't have a permanent scout back there. So let's just send these hoplites in and see what happens. By the way, the Medusa with their crush damage actually pretty good against catapults still, despite the crush armor increase. Fascinating. Didn't know that. Didn't expect them to be good at that, to be honest. Alright, you boys, please make it through. The mummy is a little scary, I'll say. But I think we can set up a really good little underworld here. Bellerophon is basically full health. He's gonna have the son of daddy. Oh god! No! It didn't get cast! Alright, I'll send in my big boy then. Did you see that shit? Jesus. How did he get that? Anyway, my boy can go. Perpetual Forest. I want those relics, man. Let's go after it. Unfortunately, the relics are still like spasming out. After 100 million patches, this is still happening. Unbelievable. Alright, this time this is happening. We go back. All of us are going back indeed. Well, he's here, but we're gonna get the rock. Oh. Right. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, petrify those mummies. They may be insta-kill, but my Medusa are kind of similar. And GG. We still don't have the resign sound. That's unfortunate. Okay, 8 minutes. That is progress, right? It's more than 4. This kind of army size is actually a lot more old AoM-esque. Old AoM, you had 160 pop at 3 TC. This is like slightly more. Seems manageable. Medusa a bit too much. I keep telling you, they're epic. 5 Medusa. Some of them crazy damage, like 2000 and more. Okay, not more. Almost 2000. Good to see everyone in the chat. Herdalis and Autumn Sunrise. Oh, Soul, you got here for the end of this? Lightning? Or Bolton? Farah? Oh. I'm not sure which one he means. Yeah, pop will be 210 after the third TC. It's just hard to make the math go exactly be 200 when you have 3 town centers, right? Like you would need... Ooh, you come up with a good combination. I think we need 12 houses. That feels good. If it's just 10 houses, then I have to pack 20 more population in the TCs, and 20 divided by 3 is not going to be a nice number. Should cover all base. Well, they got a buff already. They're pretty good. I mean, I destroyed them, that's the problem. Trouble is, if you empower it, it grows. I think we need to make it so that it doesn't grow to double when you empower it, but I'm not sure I can separate it from the favor effect. Let me check that in the coming days. I played DM over Lightning. Oh man. Why watch Nakamura instead of Boyd? Oh man. When will Boyd start playing Lightning? That's the real question. No, the reason I said that is because sometimes some commenters actually say that. It's fucking insane. Like, how rude can people be? Apparently, they max it out. They max out that stat. Are there less houses now? Yes, there were 16, now there are 12. So, like, you'd still lose 20 population in the end, but it gets moved to the TCs. The rest of it. The TCs are a lot more important. They're a lot tankier. I'm Oranos. Let's see if I can do anything with it. Infantry being a little better won't make a huge difference in this one. Because he's gonna make Axeman chariots anyway, right? So... I don't know. I have ideas, but we'll see if it works. I remember the Oranos chat request. That's it. Okay, let's see how fast this is converting in the archaic age. It's not terrible. It's not great. I think I still want Prometheus and do it then. Oh, I can't pick up the relics until the temple is done. Alright, we're gonna go Oceanus, just to... How did you guys conclude that that's the path to take? Yikes! This is what I mean, it's not a polished game. It's just not. Didn't I put a market up here somewhere? Oh, I did. Well, that's good then. What? Where was that dying unit sound? And how dare you? Tusk of the Iron Boar, we want that. As soon as possible. Should be able to just heal that villager. At least I think so. Yeah, full heal there. That's the stuff. Oh! We didn't get out! That was nasty. No, we healed the villager. That's the stuff, boys. Let's go. And we're gonna go Helios. Onto the TC we go. Got some fanatiques. You go there. What the hell is this? We're getting raided. Oh, look at Legends' houses going down. That's gonna be fun. Okay, I think we defeated the spearmen for the most part. Back to work. Get some houses or PCs or whatever. Oh, can we get this down? Yes. I think this is toast. Might not be able to cast Carnivora here, but the full reset. Make it happen, boys. Yes. Ah, we totally wasted this time. This is great. Get some more houses down. Protect our beliefs. Ay, 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 boys. Stay alive. Okay, this is too much firepower actually. But we just bring in the boys and we should be good. Okay, we need our favor situation figured out because this ain't favoring. Ah, he's got it. Okay, we're gonna pick this up for later. Quintarius aren't completely out until they're out, if you know what I mean. Grognir Odin Spear is gonna make our infantry even better. Let's go. We might have lost that town center, but it's okay. Let's get gold mining. Let's get our asparagus tree. Might have to hide the villagers. You know what? You guys just make a sky passage. Turn these into some hero destroyers. We should be good to go. Nice, we got the relics. Excellent. Back to work, boys. Legends wasting a lot of units on my TC. I think we can hunt a little now and maybe wall this off actually. These stronger villagers are a godsend. You don't have to go Hyperion anymore. Or maybe we can chop down some trees or something. Also, speaking of or something, let's make some marketing strategies happen. And whatever this relic is, I want it. Need to get popped. Or Vortex. There's a lot of chariot business going on. I don't like it. I'm gonna get some Catapulties out for anti-cap. Got rid of his main TC, which is great news. Wow, Caladri is still going. What a chat. Or Trixie. Our Quintaria is still busted. No, they never were in Deathmatch. And this is Orano's Quintarius. It's not even the actually busted guy I want. Like with Gaia, you have the regenerating ground, right? Ah, I'm scared. Leave me alone. Okay, we're not gonna use our vortex. We're gonna walk up here with a sky passage, make it look scary, and then we just retreat into it, right? Got the pop limit. You guys overlapping a bit, aren't you? Yeah, let's spread you out. Let's get more Hecka Giants. We're not in a rush for more favor at this moment. We can kind of fight this army off. Get the destroyers on the job. The Cantarius can probably just kill off that Pharaoh. That way we won't get the situation there. Oh, we don't get to do our vortex. Alright, well our early game was really good here. 7 minutes, 28. It's like more than 5, but not much. Kind of unplayable. What's up? What? What is going on in the chat? Oh, Lightning Storm did not kill Legend Son of Osiris in the other game. We actually can't target Son of Osiris with any god power. That's no longer functional. This game only looks good zoomed in. You don't like it zoomed out. I guess it really does look good zoomed in, right? Like there's a lot of detail to the units. But if you zoom out, the details definitely wash out, so... Yeah, they're not that visibly good looking, but you zoom in, it's incredible. It's just that you don't get to appreciate the scales if you zoom out, you know? Did we remove mercenaries? No. We actually gave them a buff. 500 for TC is crazy. What? But mine aren't cheap either. Mine are 600. Mine are 700. Army melts. We can try reverse. You can be Ati, I can be Isis. See what happens. Yeah, I think in this, you just go for a fast 2 TC and push out, right? That should be the idea. And against all this range blob, you want a few slingers, shift click them on. Otherwise, it's just camels and thingy. He has mud brick. Well, yeah. Which means he also has a pharaoh. He builds fast. I didn't even go for the fast building with my minor god pick. Like I could have gone for... I don't understand the problem. Like your Isis, you can sell your wood. The TC cost definitely didn't lose legend in this game. Come on. Rehosting. What did lose him this game is that I was up his stuff the whole time. On both sides. Just destroying the main. Getting the front TC denied too. Yeah, we can do the reverse now. I'm Isis. Oh. My bones. I played 2 games and my body's already checking out. I'm getting old. I don't see why Legend wouldn't be able to do that. He's a good Kronos. He can do the Oranos thing. And we got the Bongo Cat music, so you can only win from here. Can we get a Bongo Cat in the chat? I'm gonna Merc Crush him. Wait, he's Kronos. Why are we Kronos now? There's a villager. Kronos proof our base real quick here. We go tot. Oh, we go tot. He lied to me. I'll lie to him too. No! No! No, 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 no. The oldest trick in the book. Merc crushed them. Hey Soul, be nice. Them's the rules. What's the strongest god? Who knows? Isis seems good. Maybe even busted. Maybe we tell Legend Isis is busted. That's the idea. What game should you play when learning the game? The easy ones to learn are... I'm assuming you're talking about the standard mode. We're not playing standard mode right now. But I would recommend Gaia if you don't have RTS backgrounds. Right? Because it's just so easy to get going with the lower villager count. You don't have to make drop-offs. So it's just so much simpler. And Boyd has some really good guides. Others too, but I highly recommend Boyd's ones. Just start there. See what happens. If you have RTS fundamentals, then you'll feel at home with Greek though. Might work out quite nicely. We didn't make an extra villager in this age, did we? Oh well. Right, we just want to deny that second TC of his. Why is there a priest with this again? Oh, we'll just go pick up the relics, aren't we? Aye aye. What? No! You can go Hyperion, it's okay. He has everything, and there's a market. It's fine. But I guess, alright. We do it again. Why does the spear have the same attack as a bow in Titan Quest 2? Is it because it's also piercing? Yes. Just about. Give some different character to like a sword, like a club. They shouldn't have the same damage profile, I think. Some differentiation for the melee boys. Also, the AoE shape is different. It's more of a line AoE. You got your ass handed to you in Dawn of War 1. That's familiar. I know how that feels. That's all I do these days. Just get my ass kicked in Dawn of War. So at some point I'll do a Spellforce stream again. I have to promote the upcoming tournaments there as well. Get a quick second TC here. Okay, we know he's there. That fog of war scouting never fails. I guess let's just kill the oracles. He'll have no favor. Then again, we're not getting in. There is that. So buildings under construction actually take double damage, guys. That is very important in all the game modes. I think we might have got this under control. Aye, aye. Get it! It's got 5 health! Yes! We destroyed it! Oh, there's another one. 20 villagers survived. Oh, the answer is yes! I'll take it. Didn't make enough burbs, arguably. Ah, it's over. Legend lost all the villagers. Guys, if you don't zoom in, you can't micro properly. Why is everybody complaining about being zoomed in? How can you guys micro if you're out in Narnia? I actually locked it in so that I can't go further out. This is the view. Can't play it correctly. Alright, Legend. That's not an excuse. That doesn't count. Yeah, I shouldn't have that many kills early on. There's no way. He used to be able to do this, but I guess Legend didn't practice as much as me and Retold, so he sat out most of it. I'm just hoping I'm not turning him off now by running these quick games through. Alright, we're doing the Hades thing. We're doing the Hades thing. I mentioned at the beginning we can side build, right? Oh yeah, invite. Side builds are completely gone in Retold. We have it back though. There's a Savannah. It's usually a good one for it. Or a Tundra, I don't care. Also fine. Room bugged. The lobbies are one of the worst parts of Retold. That is almost a reason for me not to play. But I have these very vivid memories of the game being so fun. The original game. And I just want Retold to give that feeling too. We're not there yet, I think. Even with this mod. It's a little... It's getting there. But I think it might be too volatile. That's another thing. Do you guys think that because auto queue is gone, plus everything is volatile, meaning that there's high bonus damages, there's too much production to do? Maybe. Like there's too much dying going on in the game. Yeah, auto queue is not something I can put back. Auto queue is something you can just turn on here. You can do it anytime you want. The button's right there. Playing in lobbies anyway. Yeah, and the shift click. I know you don't like how the shift click works differently from the original games. Can I implement? No, I am not able to change the default lobby settings. Also, it has memory, so it will remember your lobby setting from the previous time. Where you have a button for it. You have hotkeys. You just do Alt and the hotkey. And they will auto queue the thing. Or you can right click the icon. So you don't need a separate button. It's not how it works in this game. I can't do that myself. Okay, we made it. So let's say you wanna auto queue villagers and priests in the town center. It's a stupid example, I know, but you just right click both. That's it. Or Alt Q, Alt W. I mean, auto queue won't change anything for me, to be honest. It might change stuff for Legend. Like even in the old game, I made units mostly manually. Except for my Siege and Myth units, I would auto queue that.
Πρόσεχε, πρόσταγμα, μάλιστα. Τέκτον, πρόσεχε, τέκτον. Πρόσταγμα, τέκτον. Λέγει με τέκτον. Πρόσταγμα, τέκτον. Πρόσεχε, τέκτον. Βούλομαι. Ναι, βούλω, μάλιστα. Τέκτον. Πρόσταγμα.
So with Hades and Ares here, I am able to open Hippos Fists. There's not much Legend can do here with the mercs, I have to say. Oh shit! How did he get in there? Anyway, it's over. He's gonna try some fast 2TC shenanigans, I'm pretty sure about it. Let's just make sure he doesn't get on my third TC or some crap like that. Yeah, he's already here.
Πρόσταγμα.
Oh!
Ορθός. Ορθός.
Yeah, we're gonna want a few units here.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλον. Ορθόρος. Καλό.
Πρόσεχε. Λέγε.
Έτοιμο. Προσβολή.
Πρόσεχε.
Oh no.
Προσβολή. Βούλον.
This could be a disaster. We have only 5 villagers on this. I mean, it's done, but freaking thing's going down.
Ναι, μέσα.
Alright.
Ναι, μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
This is why we're gonna make Astrophides out there.
Πάνω.
They're doing a pretty good job of taking everything down. Should be alright.
Πάνω. Χώρο.
No, this is next. If the Colossus could get the monument, we are able to pestilence the whole shebang. That's a reset. Yeah, these guys are amazing. I love them.
Πρόσεχε.
And our villagers can get to work.
Τέκτον.
Πάνω.
Oh, that's amazing.
Πρόσεχε.
Eclipse on what? There's nothing there. These guys are so good. I love them. Side builds, baby. Love them. They do so much damage. 23x against buildings. Holy shit. Yeah, that's good stuff. And they have pretty much the super path, right? Like, I think all the upgrades work on them. Okay, not the Ares one. Phobos. No, not Phobos. The Enyo bow doesn't work. Pestilence. Yeah, I really got legend with the Pestilence here. He didn't protect the monument or get a third or fourth one. He did, actually. He did have a third one. I destroyed the third one. Right. He hates the hotkeys. It's a very different hotkey system from the old one. Yeah, well. We can turn on a queue. I don't mind. I'll probably just play without it still. Struggle bus for legend. Let's give him the biz. So, I also kind of want to try out Poseidon. Shared building queue. Right, I see what he wants. That would be a future request for the devs. I can't help Legend there, unfortunately. I can't give him that. I don't have the tools. But that's another thing. You drastically change the controls, and then these poor old gamers from the old AoM, they have to completely change how they play. It is nice to provide some features that make them a bit more comfortable, such as that shift system difference. Like, it could be a toggle in the options. But you can see how what's the word? There's a bit of resistance to getting into the new game. For someone like Legend, who played a lot of the old game but didn't play a lot of this. It's like everything is different, even with this patch that tries to help. Does it happen to me? No, Legend, I got used to Retold. I get used to new games quickly because I play many different games. Unit forgetting what I targeted. That does oh, sorry, I missed that message. Yes, that does happen to me. That happens to everybody. It's because the unit AI isn't responsive. I complained about this earlier, that sometimes units have a mind of their own. Either they stop, or they find a new target, or they find a similar target. You tell Belorphin to jump on someone, and then he chooses a different thing. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense. But I'm pretty sure that we've had something with the AI in the past, where, you know, the AI player has some behaviors, and they actually somehow applied to the human player. So your units would do what the AI would do automatically, because it wasn't differentiated in the programming. That's what I mean when I say that the game doesn't control nicely, that it's unpolished. Because shit like that should never be able to happen, right? Oh well. Can't have everything. I just hope that Legend can break through the little barriers. Oh shit, we didn't turn an AQ. Sorry. No, Soul. See, I understand your problem. It's like Legend and his shift key, that they work differently. I get you. Huh? Oh, it was already turned on. I'm sorry. We had it turned on in the lobby, actually. It was fine. You could have done this the whole time, Legend. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Didn't realize it was on. Yeah, I know how it works on Legacy, but it doesn't work like that here. Like, every unit has its own auto queue hotkey. Like, you do Alt plus Q, or W, or E, or R, whatever the unit hotkey is. Alt is the modifier for auto queue. And it's not very ergonomic combo, that. So, you can change it. You could change it to like space plus Q or whatever, but it'll be a pain in the butt as you'll have to go through every option. This is still Hades. I want to do Poseidon, but I'm dumb. And I can't get anything right.
Έτοιμα, ορθώς, βούλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε.
Ναι.
But they just have this haggard implementation, so gotta do what you gotta do, even though it's not nice.
Λέγε. Τέκτον.
Ah, shit, I'm making an armory. Well, it's fine.
Ναι, μέστο. Πρόσεχε.
We're already here, so I'm not gonna pull back my villagers. We're just gonna protect this group with the Cyclops. It should be fine, honestly. Should be alright. That's where he's gonna build. We might get found out, but it is what it is.
Βούλομαι. Καλώς.
Πρόσταγμα.
No Merc Rush this time, or what? Oh yes, Merc Rush. This time we're ready. Watch that. Oh, that's something. I'm gonna send a lot more workers here, and we're gonna have Chiron with him. What? I didn't do anything. What? Oh, he housed. Yeah, and oh, and the maps are like really weird with this extremely forward TCs. Yeah. I think we might need to rein that in a little bit in the patch as well. But ain't nobody got time to make every change. Yeah, it's like they're in the middle. It's so hard to contest, so hard to build out there. Sometimes they're a little screwed as well. I do wonder if Loggy feels like making the mirrored maps work again. Or someone else. Deathmatch always played better with more accessible TCs. Now they're just out in Narnia. Let's try Giza, that's more reasonable. Unfortunately, that's also one of those cases where I have to go through every map and test them 100 times to make sure they're working as I intend. So, like, tweaking the maps isn't something simple. And there's a lot of them. I guess I can do it relatively quickly with the tournament maps, but not this week, I don't have the time. Glitching. Amazing. You invite me then. See if it even works. I don't think the Spellforce maps are bad. They're fine. I need to appear as online, don't I? Does that help at all? Am I online in this? I can't join lobby from this. Legend? You inviting me? Oh. He's waiting for me to... No. We've got something. We've got movement. By the way, my YouTube is really allergic to whenever I stream AoM. I would get like 4 viewers. And then I jump into something that I don't know, like Dawn of War, and goes up to like 25 and 30. I don't know. So weird. Okay, we want to do Poseidon. No excuse not to. So yeah, we have this problem where none of my friends are playing, right? So I'm really hoping that this little mod and that the tournaments can make a huge difference there, because it's been very lonely. That's probably the worst part. Well, it is weird, but because if I played Spellforce, I would still have more viewers than on AoM. Maybe not on Twitch, but definitely on YouTube. Oh, they're already here. What the hell? The Legend's doing good here. Let's see if he'll find me. There's a gap. You got one villager. My damn market's there. Let me build it.
Προσέκτον.
Λέγε. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμη. Έστω. Τέκτον.
We need a whole lot of archery ranges now. And, of course, housing.
Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμη. Τέκτον.
Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Τέκτον. Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον. Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον. Πρόσεχε. Έστω.
Okay, fortress time. If Legend does want to come in with his Migdol units, we'll have Prodromos ready as well. That's gonna be nice.
Λέγε. Τέκτον.
Βούλο. Όρο.
Βούλομαι. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Τέκτον.
Won't be the easiest to fight through, but we do have a whole lot of stuff here. Need more cav. Alright, the Hydra is doing great, and we picked off the Mummy, which is fantastic news. Fortress nearly done. Very good, let's move on. I got my Hydra now. TC's up for him. Ultimately, we're just gonna be waiting here. Oh my god, what? No. No. That is so bad. We got really caught there. Good job by Legend. Polyphemus really wants to come out, but he can't. He's too fat. Big boy. Right, this fight is not going our way. I can tell you that. Oh my god. I'm getting creamed. Count the Star queued up. We're targeting down the infantry next. Let's see if we can get the TC.
Έτοιμη. Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε.
Need some people on this temple. Wow! That Colossus is getting wrecked. I think we got some siege. We will be okay, right? Oh god, there comes the prosperity. Ooh, the fortresses do so much damage. He here. I'll deal with this. Let's see if he can deal with this. 17 Petyros. Let's go. Stuff with Cyrus is coming right here. But I think we're in an okay spot. Shouldn't be too bad. We're on the villagers, so this prosperity has been halfway shut down-ish. Something like that. Stuff with Cyrus does hurt even through the armor. His repair is actually crazy. What the hell? This might not work. Despite the double damage against buildings. Oh my god. Bro, the repair rate on 4 villagers saved it. That's insane. Okay, we might need to tone down the repair. Jeez.
Προτέκτον.
Villagers stopped working apparently.
Προμάλεκτον. Λέγε με μεταλλεύς.
Why is he tapping out? How is he dead? He did prosperity and everything. He kept the TC. I lost the entire cavalry army. Rock dead. Oh, he flew over my Hippolyta. Are you kidding me? Hahaha. Why can all shoot? The heroes? Well, it's not that much of a difference. I only used one hero over there. Where did he send it? I didn't even see. Did he fly over my Hippolyta? I just left her there. But yeah, there's no way that you shouldn't be able to siege this down. So maybe the Hetaros are bad, maybe the villager repair is too good, I don't know. But we definitely did buff the TC hit points, so, you know. AoM always had this thing where you were able to use these special units on buildings. I think that's important. At least some defenses should be forced up. If he has a fortress, I can't just take it. That's different. Wait, you lost a rock to the back, in the back DC area. Seriously? Let me see that. I just remembered sending them there. I didn't think I targeted them. This lost to Hippolyta, right? Whoa, stop, stop, stop. Okay, we're here. Yeah, you already took some hits early on, and I don't think you healed it. Oh yeah, Polyphemus. Oh, actually Polyphemus missed over there. Right. There they go with 4. Yeah, I got the fortress, which is good. My heroes are here, but they didn't attack the rock. I didn't micro them. So far, so good. Oh, you flew over the Hippolyta. Dude, that's not my fault. That's all you. That's you. That's not me. It wasn't me. Right, time to... Oh, whoa, whoa. Wrong player invited. Sorry. Time to go north. See what they do. Are they fair? We'll find out. What do I do? Tor? Prayer? All of these are fun. No north. We have to try it once. See if the new mummies are any good. I'll give you the Loki. Didn't expect her to be there, but she was. You have to look.
Tilbúin. Já. Ég samþykkt. Já. 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 Ég vil.
I didn't even patrol the hero. So sad. Imagine how good that would have been if she's patrolled. Okay, for Seti, I think just Loki. That's it. It's OP. Legend versus Gordov. That's the stuff. Well, all these people need to come back, really, right? That's all we need. I'm hoping they can be convinced too. Like, now that we're seeing everything functioning, I'm comfortable to message everyone one by one. I don't think it's that bad. This is feeling the most like the old game so far. Alright, Chandler. Beat up ass management. You can take Chandler as your goon squad. See what happens. Good luck, boys. Oh, wait. We go for Seti.
Ég vil samþykkt. Skipan tilbúin. Ég vil samþykkt. Já, ég samþykkt. Skipan samþykkt. Ég vil. Já, ég vil. Ég samþykkt. Já. Skipan. Já, já, tilbúin. Ég vil. Já, ég vil. Já. Skip samþykkt.
Oh, great, here they come. This ain't good, boys. This ain't good. You guys who build that, yeah? Get him! Come and get him! See if we can stop that back town center, because there's not been too much progress really. So I have my hopes. This one isn't being worked on, which is great news. More or less. Oh my god, we just finished it, bro. Alright, time to tower up. Holy cow. Oh, there's so many destroyers. This isn't even fair. Off we go then. Ballista them to death. We're going to the main. Into the tower, you fools! Okay, don't respond then. Don't respond to my commands. That's the way to go, boys. Yeah, this is going down. No worries though, we'll have the units right over.
Something.
Well, that's been some shite. Why wouldn't they garrison there? They just stood still. Exactly the kind of stuff I've been saying that isn't acceptable, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, this is gonna go up now because I don't have units. Oh no, he can stop this as well, but he didn't. We're lucky. Let's see if we can out-repair. Ram, 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 ram. Ram, 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 ram. Very good. Okay, let's see if Legend likes fire giants, because I got fire giants. Repairs OP, it's confirmed. Alright, we're gonna plop down our markets and enact our marketing strategy. Once the throwing axemen are here, we can really begin. Do we want to fight those boys? We'll do it. Tell you what, we'll just do it. Get closer, boys. And off we go. All that shit should melt. We need more population, though. We have some favor to spend, so let's spend. Spend the food we have, and it's enough. My population was practically nothing, and he still managed to wreck the throwing axes, because apparently fortresses are insane, and they just melted them all. So yeah, you really have to take these things down. In Retold, they are very potent. Yeah, he does need more buildings, but then mostly armies. Yeah, he didn't max out. This is the problem for Legend. He's still playing like it's the original game, but this is more lethal. So you got the way stronger fire giants, for example. Training speed isn't bad, it's the same actually. They're the same. The problem is we got a bigger army and we wreck each other because the multipliers are higher. You got the 5x against infantry on Cairo Ballista and whatever. But yeah, training speeds aren't worse in Retold, definitely not. You're just... you end up having almost 50 more population at 3 TC. So, Legend will need to double the barracks at the very least. That's the minimum. The palace count was alright, I think. That's looking good. KD was insane. I just lost a lot of throwing axes there. No, that hurt my pop. Okay. Where do we go from here? Do we try out Marsh? Give it a chance. Give it a chance. It's probably not good. Hey Rework, good to see ya. If you're bored later, you can check out my prolonged rant about Retold. It was at the very beginning of the stream. It'll be on YouTube. I do want Heimdall, actually. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do the Heimdall.
Hver þar satt?
Ég vil. Já. Sassa.
See if we can get into that back DC spot. Do some nasty. Why are we making these? Didn't mean to do that. We're being annoying, but we're not doing anything meaningful there. Let's see if I can get in all the way to back. Ooh, we could destroy some manners to start. Nice, we got the side TC up. Very good. Now, if this could just finish a bit faster, that would be fantastic. Oh! Oh! Didn't get to stop me. Just one bonk boy. Stop this operation. There's no operation, but he turned a million units into heroes, so I'll take that. Get the relic in the back. It's a dwarven caliper, so all our siege getting cheaper. Definitely good. Pick out these torches, which does something. And I can't read it because the game is spasming on me. We should be easily full pop here. Been undermined. I think we're just gonna dive that. It's basically toast. Legend won't be able to repair that in time. Not with all this siege going on, and then we got the flaming weapons follow-up. Maybe we get our ballista out and build up a little forest of towers here. Holy shit, what is that? Yeah, we're just gonna get our more Zorks. Nice. Have we got a strong opener here? Oh, his siphons aren't doing the thing. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You saw how weird those fire siphons were. They just kind of stood there. And one of them was attacking. They blocked each other because the pathfinding can't figure it out. Yeah, Chandler. I mean, the good news is that we didn't spend a dime on that tournament. It was all donation based. The Company of Heroes free guys are swearing by the game, but all I saw was players refusing to play by the rules. They didn't read the rules, then it had to be explained to them. Then they didn't want to give us exclusive streaming rights, so we got no viewers in the end. And at that point I said, fuck it, we're not doing this ever again. Fuck all of you. we're not gonna do it again. That's that. Hey Joey. Oh Joey, you're tuning in to the light parts already. If you want to see the juicy part, go back to the very beginning of the stream. I started the whole thing off with a rant about Retold and why the DM patch here is necessary. Because frankly, none of my friends are playing anymore. They don't like the game. Very few think that this is better than what we had. The networking is better. You know, we have servers. That's great. Don't have much else. It's nice that they make new gods every now and then, I guess, but they're pay to win, so that's kind of rough. Yes, you're doing good, Legend. What do? I don't want to play Chinese, but I'll do it just to showcase how strong they are. Yeah, sorry, Joey. I know I'm being all negative, but the truth is I don't like this game that much. I used to love the original, man. It just doesn't hit the note. They changed too much. I wanted the definitive edition, always did. Never got it, never will. But I'm hoping I can get some people to at least play, even if it's just modded. There's a lot of people that have similar opinions, especially in the DM crew. Okay, probably a back DC boy, that guy. Let's make some heroes. And then this one. Oh, we didn't need that villager on the houses. But we got enough here to defend ourselves, I think. That's gonna do the trick. Get the relics real quick. Did we make more than one of these? Seriously? Bruh. Everyone go. Okay, we don't have much favor. Maybe a quick destruction on that settlement here. And then we probably just back off. Oh shit. They're gonna get me. Where are they? Maybe not. Oh man, these buildings are insane. They're defending us just fine. Okay, we need to stop with the Kuafus. Did I somehow not make all the houses? I did, I'm good. The MIF units might not as well be here. They're not doing anything, man. That's rough. We probably want to secure this spot. Another gold miner there. See if we can find his gold miners out there. It's possible we would. I think we do need to get out of here for now. Alright, it is not the villagers we found, but oracles is pretty good. They can take this all day. What the hell? Alright, this isn't actually as effective as I figured. Not even gonna get a villager kill. Huh. Nor is my army that epic. But I think it's time to get the dragons. Maybe we're gonna get working on range siege. Okay, my villagers aren't building. I doubt he has something there. This time I'll have Great Flood. Quite honestly, come to me. We're happy taking this group. He's trying to vortex, but it's not working. Oh my god. It partially worked, I suppose. Alright, let's pump it. We aren't gonna be able to hold this army. This is too hard. That's alright. We can destroy the TC though. And we're gonna go for the gold miners over there. That's a little draw right there. Guess some big boys can go after the archers. And those siphons. Is there some kind of time shift situation here? Anyway, we're taking out the vills, more or less, or not. Need to go back. Bro, what? Okay, that's some good destruction with Vortex. I thought it didn't work, but it did. Just gonna put an earth wall here. See if that helps. At least Legend won't be able to immediately wreck me with this. See if the vills are back. Okay, here come the siphons. We need to trade our units away so that we can comfortably rebuild. Why aren't you guys building? There was nothing to stop it. No way. Okay, this time we're prepared. Get the halberdiers on the job and use all the dragons. That's the strat. Oh god, here comes the vortex. Okay, I have to do what I have to do, right? We have to walk them back. We're not that rich just to replace them. You know what? We are actually. Fuck it. We are just gonna replace them. Well, we failed just fine. China OP but takes me longest to win. They're pretty defensive. Maybe we finally over-nerfed them though. Who knows? Or maybe Legend did the job to get good. Finally succeeded. One of the options. Okay, we're out of gold, gents. What now? Oh, who did that? It's so far away. How fast can these boys and girls repair? Not fast enough to stop that. But hey, look at all those dead fire siphons. I'll take this trade any day. Holy cow, we're doing so much resource damage. Okay, Legend's out of resources. There we go. I don't know how I lost all my dragons. But yeah, Legend's frustrated with the pathing. I get it. I get it. You have to constantly babysit your units in this game. Oh well. China got over-nerfed? I mean, maybe, but we've never had any problems with China in tournament performance with the changes, so we already had that in the last tournament, right? And they're doing fine. So like Deathmatch, you gotta take a look at what it was like at launch, right? And the flood doesn't hurt your own units at all. Yeah. So here, Legend has the mobility to actually do something to me. That's fine. But like I came out of it just fine. And here's the important part: the kill def is 341 to 230, and that's with me actually deleting 50 units just to respond to a vortex, because I was that ahead. Like, okay, it's taking long, so it's warping you guys' opinion, but I was never really in danger. How many people play DM? Not many. Not many. It's a very different game mode from standard. Alright, we're gonna go back to a different map. Maybe I'll do some Fushi action this time. It's got a lot more momentum with Nuba. Like, Nuba is great, right? You got a huge lead in the early game with building up, but you don't have any offensive potential for a long time. Whereas Fushi, you just go Nuba and draw out the entire enemy base. That should be a lot more demonstrative of what this faction can do here. It's not played at all like in standard. So we have many different sort of balance problems. But yeah, the community has like a lot of old school players that actually didn't resonate very much with Retold, which is why we haven't had that much deathmatch content this time around. I really wanted to do more, but you know, when all my friends stop playing, even I lose the incentive to stream and whatever. Okay, we're gonna go to you.
建筑是什么？请遵命。建筑工，请向建筑工。是的，建筑工。准备好了。是的，建筑工，建筑工。
Yeah, we're just gonna do a fast 2TC here, I think. Yeah, it's more like a friend patch for custom games and for tournaments. That's it.
是的，遵命。准备好，是的。什么？好的。 什么？出发！是的，请出发！出发！
Like, we did have a pretty significant tournament in April for £1,000. That was pretty good.
出发！请下建筑工。
Probably need to help out with the housing situation back here. What is going on here? Wait, Legend is not here? Then he's gonna be down there. Alright. Sometimes Legend has these really strange build orders. Oh, what? He's up in my nose! What is going on in this video game? Oh my god. Classic Legend games. Alright, back we go to the TCs. Why are you fighting? You go back there as well, please. Holy cat. Alright, go away. No! Alright, at least he's not feeling brave enough to do anything himself. that is enough of these. Dragon will definitely be helpful here. And once we have everyone together, we can go. Pull the dragon back. Stun everyone if we can. I think my X-Guard isn't in a great spot to be. Oof. When is this DC gonna be done, man? Okay, we're gonna break this down now. Had enough. Okay, 180 population. We're gonna come forward and plop down our building, and then we're gonna delete this legend over here. Look at that. Fortress down to just 2700 health. It's gonna be a quick disappearance. Oh wait, shit! We're in trouble. Oh, that's a gap! Okay, anyway, our boy will fix this. The town center will go down, no problem. We're just leaving. He's losing a TC too, so it's alright. We can take that over. This is annoying, I have to say. Ooh, we're losing a lot of the houses. Damn. Maybe we're doing good damage. Maybe we can steal this. Those hero destroyers are very annoying for Chinese, I have to say. Can't afford to lose everything here. And building this up will be very important in particular. Oh god. Our siege is toast. We have no pop. Alright, we have to go back to be defensive. This isn't working. Let's just build it home TC back. The Legend's really good with these sneak attacks. Classic Legend game. Yeah, he's preparing the big vortex now. That's alright, let him work on the buildings. And maybe, just maybe, we can creep forward here. Take everything at once. That could be good. We have a lot of defenses. But we do need some gold mining out there. So let's get going with that. Wall this off. Get a little market. Oh, hello there. Where? Oh, hello. Get out of here. Why do I have favor? Free. Those poor siege weapons, man. Great expenses for the leg end. Did the villagers evacuate there? What happened? Well, not much survived for the leg end. This might be the end of the leg.
剑出发，遵命，出发，遵命。好的，遵命，开战。
Oh shit. Alright. 7 minutes 53, that's about normal, right? I mean, we got some counterattack here. Again, the hero destroyers are a problem for China. But see, he says it's OP. We had to nerf China. If we revert everything, this would be over in 4 minutes. Maybe not 4, but it's spooky. It is spooky. Like a population-free hero of these stats. I never had to remake him, by the way. And it's not like I sent him after the villagers, which is like the scariest thing you can do. I just had him with the army and taking care of destroyers and shit like that. Most of the streams China seem to be winning. I mean, the reasons in standard are different than here, but yes. In standard also, you kind of just get to the age jumps and your god powers wipe everything. And then you get the overpowered heroes. Here, to be honest, the build speed of build and repair speed of the Kuafu kind of break the early game, so there is that aspect on top of everything. And then you got the Nuba push with Drought. You nerf all the enemy armor with your archers so they can't win a direct fight. And then they basically always have to dive your Xinglong dragons. So we had to tone that down quite a lot. Alright, I'll do... Oh, what time is it? I'll do 1 or 2 more. Haven't done Gaia yet. I have to do Gaia. There's a reason for this. If there's any match you guys want to watch, it's this. I'll make it worth your while. So if you've been around for the 2 hours, this is what you were actually waiting for. Just tell me one thing. Lampades or Argus? I can do it with either. Legend, check your invites. I guess your lobby is busted again? Legends last. Let's make it the last. Chat doesn't care. Okay. I turned off chat. Damn it. I was hoping chat would be intrigued by the possibilities. Chat has no idea what's coming. I'll do the Lampades one. Man, Guy is so convenient just starting with heroes. I love it. Oh, he's ISIS. We have a whole... Okay, we built up good. What did you miss? China. We did the China business. Nice moves.
Newsmark, SUG.
Bro, what the fuck? Why aren't they moving? Trying to balance? Legend says it's OP.
Air just.
We probably aren't going to be able to destroy this completely, but no big deal. Ooh, too many oracles here. Huh, to save the TC, nice. Legend's learning. We're gonna stop with those catapults. Damn, those catapults are going to town. Won't be easy to hold here, I must say. Yeah, he's doing good for once. I think it might be Legend's game that he wins. I'm not gonna get to do the strat after all. Damn, population is so low. Hopefully we're mounting those chariots quickly enough. Might need a little bit of hunting here. Ah, he got my Lampades. This isn't good. He's got complete map control. We need to do something. Caravans would be nice. And if we could get that third TC out there, it'd be even better. Fighting under his TC is not my favorite idea. I can't afford them Fades because of our Oracle situation. We're not spread out enough. We made it a little better. It's not enough, but it's progress. Oh my god. Oh, those catapults are wrecking me. Let's see if we can catch them. Please finish. Jeez. The carnivore might buy us a minute, but it's not enough. Okay, here come the catapults. This is screwed. Always has been a hard matchup, to be honest, but yeah. Let's just playing well this one. Why is he doing it in my trick shot game? This is gonna be the fun one. Oh well. Invisible Tartarian gate? What? What? Invisible? I've never ever heard of that before. I mean, we are getting absolutely wrecked. He can't attack it. What? He sent me a message. He can't see it? What the fuck? Literally can't see it. Oh my god, his catapults aren't attacking. Alright, that's broken. I'll delete it. Let's say he took care of it. Okay, I need to fix that. Jeez. I don't know how to deal with that catapult push thing. But I think I had a very poor early game and it just snowballed. That's what happened here. Which, you know, that happens. Running out of food now, so definitely in trouble. My only hope is the trick. I'm not gonna give up until we do the trick. See if we have enough for it. Between all these fortresses, we should be able to get something done, right? Oh my god. Okay, let's see if we can catch that rock or something. Hey, we got a thing. I do need the food exactly, so that is good. Turn them into chickens. Don't have the favor. Good work, boys. Oh my god, I can't do anything about the damn catapults. There's no gold miners anywhere. That would be the spot to hit. But I think we're toast. I can't kill the catapults. It's alright. Legend can have a win. I just need my one little moment. No! She's dead! The ballista tower got her. Or maybe this one. Oh god, this one isn't gonna do anything. Why aren't you guys working on something? Jeez. Pretty sure I gave them some order. Okay. It's not enough. Okay. This is like a budget lampade bomb. You'd hope that you have 2 of them, then you can actually delete the villagers. Alright, this is GG. Alright. This legend guy is pretty good, right? I just got completely overwhelmed at the start, so without an army, the catapults always prove to be too much. I wonder if I broke the Tartarian gate. I maybe did something wrong. But yeah, this was just a bad opener from me. I went way too forward. Turns out he's merc rushing me. Oh, had a gap. Like, you don't make a gap in your forward build against ISIS. It has to be airtight. Otherwise you get punished. Oh well. Let's just check if it's targetable if the mods are off. Legend, if you could really quickly get into a game with me, please. Just without the mod. If we can just check that before I do my sponsor segment for the day. Quick restart here. But yeah, you all should absolutely join our next Deathmatch tournament. It's also pinned in the chat on both YouTube and Twitch. It's got a £240 prize pool, and it's going to be on the 11th of October. Highly recommend it. It's going to be on this mod, or about the next iteration of it, probably. I guess we'll do an edit or two. Definitely fix that Tartarian gate. Yeah, I'll host without mod in a moment, Legend. I know it's in the replay. I just want to see if it's the mod causing it. We only have 2 more of these tournaments planned total, so the next one and the one after, that's it. After that, if there's no more, I am out. I am out because there's all my friends have quit, right? So this is my last effort to try to bring something back in this little deathmatch community. If not, then I'll see you when I see you, I suppose. What I'm gonna be looking into is maybe once Microsoft stops doing esports, maybe I'll step back in with standard. I could see that. Because right now, as a tournament host, I'm just not needed, you know? So, that's just the reality of that situation. Alright, let's get Legend in here. It won't be long, I think, until that happens. Why isn't it showing? Oh, wrong game. Invite the Legend. Oh yeah, Microsoft wants to do everything with AI. It's funny. At the very least, the Chinese studio is what I've been told. Because they did all the art for the gods. Legend, you don't need to do anything, I think. Wait, oh, I forgot to turn on the cheats. Sorry, we're going back for the cheats. I was like, I can do cheats. No, I have to turn them on. And then I have to set it to standard as well. Not deathmatch. Okay, allow cheats. Okay, the cheat is dev ASD if you want to build fast and everything. Dev ASD. ASD, not E. ASD.
UJ?
Alright, he's got it. Okay, I broke the Tartarian gate somehow. Whatever it is that I did, it broke it. Was invisible? Wait, what? So, the UFOs are... What are they targeting? Oh my god. What is that UFO doing? This is how good the pathing is in AoM. Can you... Okay, so the entire game is broken, it's not the mod. What the fuck? Did they break Tartarian Gate? Oh, from last game. I saw that. Confusing me, man. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. I broke it somehow in the mod. I'll fix it. Whatever it was, I'll just put back the change. Alright, UFO versus UFO. And then we do the sponsor segment. I have one more. That's not fair. We're testing UFO pullback micro. You know why I'm gonna win this? Because legend shots aren't bouncing. Mine are. So does it actually work? I guess his focus fire has been better. And everything is shooting at everything anyhow. Why isn't it moving? Even the UFOs can't do pathing. Holy shit, it's so unresponsive. Actually the worst. Okay. Who wins? I win. By like 5 health. I might not win. Who wins here? Like the shots might be powerful enough to make it a draw. I think I got one more shot off, and that was it. It's all enough to make a difference. Poor Pharaoh, man. He wasn't ready for the ancient aliens. We'll find out soon who wins. Now, guys. Actually, my UFO might survive this. Oh, it's a draw! Great. Thanks. Thanks for that, legend. GG. Very good. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, guys. I broke the Tartarian gate in the mod. I don't know how. I'm gonna look into it. Will be fixed for next time, and I think Rework and then Jedi are gonna stream later, so you will have more of this. They should be around in like 2 hours or something. In the meantime, I'm gonna do a short segment of a sponsored game. Gonna be Mew Dark Epoch. It's an MMORPG, and it helps me afford these tournaments without any trouble, so that's fantastic. If you guys want to play that, you're welcome to use my link that I'm about to pin in the chat. The command for it is MUDE, M-U-D-E. And I'll be putting that in the YouTube chat as well to pin it there. If you guys level up your character, that's all you gotta do in order to support the stream. I gotta kill the AoM music here for copyright reasons, swap to the game, and we'll do that for like 30 minutes. All right, gamers, let's boot this up. And join the Deathmatch tournament, please, in October. I really appreciate it if you guys play. Because this is my last effort to revive the game mode. It will not happen again in 2026 if we don't have a bit of player interest. Like, people need to organically play, otherwise there's no point, you know? Like, sure, I know people come around to support the tournament, but real talk, if people don't have the interest by themselves, then the tournament doesn't have a purpose. The purpose of the tournament would be to, you know, provide a good environment for that you want to practice for, on top of your fun normal games. Yeah. I don't know, Legend. I don't know what the bug is, to be honest. I'll have to find it. Okay, where's the sounds for this game? Oh, there we go. I should be able to now jump in. Here we are. And you guys should have sound. And we have the sponsor interface on the right side. Very good. Everything's in place. So, like I said, MMORPG, you basically do automated combat, you kill monsters, you do daily quests, you level up. It's very simple stuff, right? Nothing too crazy there. Let me see if I still have access. I did a little bit in my lunch break. Let me see if I have this high value. No, I can't do this raid, unfortunately. I guess I'll do it tomorrow, because I get rewarded actually for the sponsorship as well by playing myself. So I have been doing my dailies, and yeah, indeed we are going to be able to pay for the entire deathmatch tournament with this thing. So I'm really happy already. Let me see if I can max it out, the whole thing. If you guys play, obviously it's even better, but it's quite a commitment. Like, doing all the daily quests is a lot. So what we're gonna do next is do these 2 solo boss quests and just hunt whatever the highest is, because I'm pretty confident we'll be able to win that. Our hero has a lot of high level gear, so we already have like 3 tiers of gear equipped. We don't have yet the tier 1 amulet, and we don't have the tier 2 rings and amulet and flag, so there's a lot missing still. It's very difficult to find those. I think I have to buy them for the garnet resource, which we might just do now while we farm this. It's an automated combat system, as I said, so there's really not that much to do. That's not what I want. I want the garnet shop, I think. Do I? Yeah, we're gonna auction these off so we can get even more garnets, because we can't use these items here for a different class. The itemization in this game is extremely simple, maybe even too simple, to be honest. 25k is what we need, so it will take quite a bit of farming. And the problem with this resource is we also use it for the experience farming, so I'm not really sure we'll be equipping it. By the way, these countdowns are for dropping the rating. The slower you clear it, the lower the rewards you get. Alright, we should be able to do this again. We didn't even get close to dying, so we'll do it again. Maybe a different boss. Oh no, you can just run the same boss. That's what we'll do then. And then later we'll check. We'll probably farm the elite creatures next up for some extra experience. Bit of a bullet sponge, this guy. Let me see what else I've got here. A whole lot of stuff to sell. But that's the Zen resource, the gold, basically. What is this? Eventually we'll be able to add another set of skills to our character, but it's taking so long to unlock everything. Like, you need a lot of attribute points in order to access the skills. Then you have to beat a particular dungeon in order to upgrade the skills. And I'm stuck in the dungeon because I'm too weak. Not sure if I'm building my character wrong. I think it's the missing rings, to be honest. So let's see how many garnets we can exchange just in a moment. There should be a bunch. I'm really hoping that after these bosses, we'll be able to buy a ring. That would be great, if we could. So let's take a look. Not auctioning, just looking to buy. Oh, it didn't increase yet, because I have to actually exchange these, which would be nice. I think we're gonna exchange the Jewels of Chaos as well. I don't think they have any other use, really. They drop often, and even so, it's not enough. Oh my god. We continue the raids, guys. We continue the raids. Let's get the elites. But here we actually have to control ourselves a bit, but you just turn on the auto fighting anyway. Yeah, the Lichers will go down fairly quick. They're not anywhere near a boss. The difference here is that other players might just stop around here and attack us. And they're often way higher level than me if they're doing the quests, so it's rare that I get to stop them. So we need to kill 8 of these to max out our rewards. They also drop these XP blobs, which is great. I'm actually now shooting for the last goal of reaching 318 in levels. It looks bad, but it's not that hard actually. So this new thingy that I unlocked, this new dungeon, which this one, Kundan Seal, you go here into the silver dungeon. That thing gives you like some 8 trillion XP every round. Basically several levels. So like I said, if you do your dailies, this is actually very doable to complete the entire sponsorship. Although we're closing in on the end, there's only a week left. So I'm not sure how far you guys could get. Maybe level 200 you could do. Or 199, whatever the threshold is. I should say on the far side. But that's some commitment, so if anyone does that, I'll be very pleasantly surprised. Obviously, they must love the tournament. I think we might want to consume our stuff here. XP should go up to the moon. We might even level up. Oh. Nowhere near leveling up. It did like nothing. That's not good. We are getting garnets, however. I think. Okay, it does move the XP bar, but not by much. How many are left? Okay, we can get 3 more, including this guy. Yeah, our XP bar definitely did move from like here-ish. Remember, it was just here around that green thing. My character keeps moving. That's so annoying. Yeah, it definitely does move, but it's like not very impressive. I guess if you consume all 8, you'll notice it more. Ooh, 2 for 1. I'll take it. They're not too strong, so we can take them. That should be it. Consume the balls. Get the garnets. Oh, it wasn't that much, but it's better than nothing. Progressing our battle pass here, and we can upgrade some of our item properties. Just a little bit. It wants us to get option level 3. That's gonna be a while. I'm not even sure we'll get there. And I guess I do want to try my luck with the skill leveling. Let's see if we can do it. I don't think we can. This was very tough when I last tried it. Didn't progress that much. If I had the rings, then maybe. We'll see. Oh no, this isn't gonna work. Look at my health, it's just going down. I need a 3-star clear to get the level up for my skill. You know what? Maybe. I don't think I can keep my HP above half. It will kill me. It will actually kill me. Unbelievable. It's not like I can micro this or anything like that. You can't kite in this game. It's not responsive enough. I mean, it's meant to be played for stats, not for skill. Alright, what other missions do we have? We have some small, boring ones with the guild, but they give good XP, so we might as well do that. It's all... Yeah, it's a B level. That's not bad. It'll give us some nice XP. And it will increase the time we can spend farming in the farming area. Well, XP farming specifically. And it will give us some spirituality points, which might be enough actually to help us complete the dungeon. We'll try it. But it didn't look very close to the dungeon, did it? So I guess I can spend my points that I have stacked up. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's spirituality. Okay, I want to unlock this skill next, right? And it's pretty close. So maybe we can just buy this, but then I'm using all the garnets. Oh my God. How much energy do we need? 403. Even if I spend everything, we're not quite there. But we almost have enough for an extra skill. Which could be good. But I don't think we're gonna do that in this stream. Alright, let's just keep collecting these quests. There's 5 of them. It's just a quick...
Don't worry, I always know the best treatment.
Just a quick run and grab
Demons and their sweet whisperings.
fetch quests. Well, sometimes fetch, sometimes kill 10 enemies. It depends. But we're getting lucky with the RNG. Very often I would get like C tier missions and they wouldn't give me any XP, so... This one's okay. Not the monsters suck for XP, but the actual quest reward is good. I don't think we can complete this just yet. How much do we gain here? Not enough to bother. We have some more. Where is it? Didn't I have a 5th one? Oh, I guess not. It's already cleared, apparently. Yeah, I did them. Okay, then we got the mining for extra garnets, which is very nice. Got a fancy pickaxe. And let's plunder the peoples. Hopefully we get a little bit out of this. I mean, these should be easy fights. I'm very over-leveled compared to some of these people. We're not gonna attack into a hard one because we'll just lose. Oh, that's closer than I thought. This guy's leeching life. Holy cow. But we'll be fine. I thought we turned off music. Huh. It's ignoring the setting. Anyway, some more. Oh, that might be just enough to loot them all. People aren't doing the activity. I obviously can't take anything. One shot. I'm such a bully. Jesus. That's a one shot. 2 shots. Not bad. There's more progression to win. The paying part, it just makes you go faster, but you're still getting the same things in the end. You just basically level faster. And you can get some of this gear faster, but it's, you know, you're just saving time, not actually getting stronger. Is it gonna max out? Yep. It's 1 level up. Okay. Off we go to try this thing again. It probably won't work. My sorrows are in the inventory. It does look like it, holy cow. You're right. We only got 200 out of that whole activity. Alright, we're going down here too. There's like no performance difference. Well, no wonder my damage has like 6 digits and I increased it by like 20. Okay, we're going down. It is what it is. Yeah, 10 minutes later the whales come to wreck me. I have some more rewards here. I guess I can claim the non-diamond ones. I already used all my diamonds. I did it in a bad way too, so I could have done that better. Oh well. We can gain more contribution points or just go to Land of Demons. Let me see how much I have left of the sponsorship. We might do the contributions, but it's very random about whether that will work or not. I do want to have dinner after this, so I am gonna optimize it now. It's 47, 2 hours 47, then that means I've done like 20 minutes. I need to do 10 more. We will go to the ancient battlefield, yeah. We probably can't beat the witch. We'll try. Hunt Showdown. Isn't that a THQ Nordic game? I'm pretty sure it is. Am I confusing it with something? I think the THQ Nordic game is Way of the Hunter. That's what I'm confusing it with all the time. All right, right. It's a Crytek game, actually. I'll look into it just here. I'll look into it. Well, if nobody is bullying us in this fight, we'll be fine, but it's got 93 health bars. We don't have that much time. Why is that health bar not even moving, bro? Oh, I'm not waiting this out. We're going to an easier one. We are just 10% through this boss. Jesus. Okay, this isn't much better. But it's somewhat better. Okay, we'll kill this, and then we'll go XP farming a bit. It'll take 2 million years. I think my character might be misbuilt or something. It doesn't look right. I think I already can see who I'm gonna raid today. There is Farm Man, who's streaming some Dawn of War. That's I think we will raid today. Yeah, we can go with that. 87 more health bars, boys. Jesus. You can always straight jump straight. That's it. How did you know? This Chandler guy was always prepared for this. Alright guys, so in the weekend we are not gonna have a sponsor for once. I will look to stream some Spellforce. Maybe in combination with Dawn of War, I'm not sure yet. But I think on Sunday I'll put some time aside for Spellforce. Definitely, because I miss it. Unless there's a huge demand for DM. If our little Discord community wakes up. But yeah, I kind of want to play some Spellforce. I have the itch. Dawn of War distracted me, but I'm not forgetting that. It can't distract me forever. Ooh, Chandler streams. What are you streaming? When are we getting Jusir streams? Brood War, nice. Campaign runs, like no death challenge and stuff like that, or multiplayer. I know you love your no death runs. Ah, mods. There's like campaign mods, right? Oh my god, this thing is so tanky. Ooh, Jusir streams, that's it. Jusir modding streams, now that's the stuff. Also, Jusir, are you playing in the tournaments? In the Spellforce tournaments? Right, that's one more reason for me to play Spellforce in the weekends, because I gotta promote that. Aww. Man, I'm facing so much rejection in AoM Deathmatch, in Spellforce. All I know is rejection at this point. So sad. thought I got an important message, and then it turns out it's just legend. He's fine. Just showing me the difference between point of view. That was funny, actually. Plug in the live support. Alright, I'll see what I can do. What is it that you want, Trasier? What is it that you want? I don't... Not important message. Sorry, I thought that was funny. I'm just checking if you're paying attention. It worked. We're waiting for this boss to eventually go down, guys. We want the big bad rewards. They better be good. Oh, imagine if it's on the last 5 bars and someone's coming around to kick my ass. It could absolutely happen. I really regret coming to this boss in particular, but now it's almost done, so we're staying. Well, yeah, hey, even if you don't like these sponsor games, that's okay. In the end, I'm able to do tournaments because of them, right? So if you're here for the RTS content, this is where the money comes from, guys. This is why I can support 3 different games at once with tournaments. So like it or not, I'm grateful for these games. Just you don't know what you want, but you want it now. That's cool. Tell you what, if it does get plugged in, we'll run a survey. All right. There will be some options of what can be done, and then I guess it's a matter of what's important to people. Which games do I do tournaments? So Age of Mythology, that's what I was promoting earlier. Halo Wars 2 and Company of Heroes 3. It's not on my channel, it's on MetaPlace, which you can check out there. It's got a separate Twitch, separate YouTube, separate Discord, separate everything. And here, I just do my personal gaming. We did an Age of Mythology stream today. And I just quickly pop it up after this boss is dead. Actually, I'll just do it now. Here's the upcoming Deathmatch tournament. £240 in the prize pool. I think there's already like 2 signups from today's stream, so that's not bad. Yeah, we've got Darth Nox in the Revolt. Others can join. You just make an account. It takes 2 minutes. There's all the rules. There's all the prizes, etc., etc. It's our own proprietary little thing for making tournaments. Then there's a leaderboard to it, and there's also a short-term leaderboard to it where you leapfrog the guy you beat. It's really nice for like seeding and whatnot. All right, can we beat these guys? Is this even a good spot to farm? I'll leave this to farm while I'm making my dinner. As you can see, there's 34 minutes of farming enabled by doing all the quests. So we'll run that. Unfortunately, the experience per minute stat isn't quite what I wanted it to be. So let's see if we can find something better. Can I take on... Oh, blue go... Oh, okay. We don't have the defense needed. And we certainly don't have defense needed for these. Oh wait, we can maybe take the Witch Queens on. Ah, but it's more than 10 levels above us. Oh, this is really unfortunate. And these are too low level. So we'll be like punished for taking the lower level fight. Okay, we have to run with the one we are at and just be satisfied with the 95 billion XP. Well, it is half an hour of it, so I'm pretty sure we'll reach like 281, 282. Yeah, glad you like it. Yeah, we worked a lot on that Meta Plays project for sure, so always appreciate it when people are interested. Gamers, I think my time's up for today. We've completed the sponsorship, so yeah, I want to thank you all very much for joining me for the stream. Really appreciate it. And we'll be calling it here as my character keeps leveling up in the background. I wanted to raid today Warhammer 40k Dawn of War player Farm Man official. That's who we will raid indeed. I also play Dawn of War, but I'm really shit at it because I'm learning it at the moment. At least at AoM and Halo Wars I'm alright. Well above average there. But the other games, not so much. I gotta learn that. So yeah, I am playing the new Dawn of War Definitive Edition. And I'm learning, right? Like I have played the campaign way back years ago as a research project. And now we're learning. It's gonna be interesting. I'll be back with that next week. This well, maybe if I'm really feeling it, I might stream tomorrow. But I'll definitely stream Spellforce free on Sunday, I think. That's what I expect anyway. Oh, the 4th episode? No. I'm way too small to get that. Like on a good day, I have 50, 60 viewers. That's not enough for them to invite me, unfortunately. Yeah, but I would have loved to. And you know, when the new Dawn of War does come out, I'll take a look. But anyways, you guys go and have some fun on Farm Man stream. Thanks very much for joining me today. And I'll see you again later in the week. On Saturday, we have a Halo Wars 2 tournament with the pro players on MetaPlay. So there's going to be that as well. All right, gamers. Thanks. Bye. Have a good one.